episode of Ask
Ask
to
to
Know
Know
Show.
Show.
We already have our questions right before us, and we cannot wait to start answering those questions. We've received a lot of questions, but as it is in our culture of how the show is being done, we've picked out a few questions out of those that we've received, and we're going to start responding to them. Hope you are ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We don't even know what's in the paper for us, what the questions are, but we believe that we will be able to answer all your questions and answer it rightly and appropriately. You know, we have two new faces on the show. I know that people are familiar with my face already from the previous show. So I'd like to know your name.
Good day, everyone. I'm Matthew Andrew, M&A officer today for Tomorrow Initiative. I'm actually excited to be in this program today, and one of my greatest wish is to see that at the end of this program, we'll be able to attend to more questions of young people and give them the right answers that will help them to achieve their today for tomorrow. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good day, everybody. My name is Cecilia Andrew, the Program Officer of Today for Tomorrow Initiative. I'm so excited to be here because I know a lot of young people are waiting to watch those questions, the answers to those questions they ask, and I'm so excited because I will be one of the person giving back.
As you all know, I'm Kitsura Edward Galanso. So let's dig in. Let's start answering our questions. Yeah. So let's start with you. Who will go first?
Okay, so let's go first.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Cecilia, you start reading.
Okay, this question says, is family planning and contraceptive the same thing?
Oh, right. We have another question on family planning. Yeah. We've already made a video on family planning on our first episode, which was last week. So we'll refer you back to that video to go and watch. We've answered a lot of questions on family planning. We've broken it down into pieces that you can be able to understand, right? So just scroll back a bit to our previous video. You will get all your answers. Questions answered on family planning. So we'll take the next one.
Okay. Yeah, from my end, this person is asking that how can I identify my purpose? Then the second thing asks is, must my purpose give me money?
This deep.
How can I? So you have to say something on it.
Okay. Now, let me start with the first question. Say, how can I identify my purpose? So, to be very concise, identify your purpose. Your purpose have to do with that thing that you love doing, that even when you are not paid,
Yeah.
you can do it for free. Just to see that whenever you do it, you feel fulfilled. That is your purpose. And sometimes your purpose is a gift. You don't, some of those things, you don't learn it like a craft. It is inbuilt in you. And when you do it, you feel excited. So that is one way you can identify your purpose. So as a young person, you can settle down, you can sit down to say, what's that thing that I love doing? That whenever I do it, I feel very okay. That is your purpose as a young person. Then let me check. The second one say, must my purpose give me money? As I've said before now, then you might be doing it for free, but there's a way you can make your purpose to be, you can monetize your purpose. When you work on your purpose, at a point people need that thing, that service, you monetize it. So in that case, it can give you money. But your purpose cannot give you money at all times. Sometimes you do it for free. Yes. So I think I've shared a little light on that. I don't know if my colleagues still have something to say about it.
Like our Edie will always say, tell me who you are without telling me the job you do.
Yeah.
Because that most times you have to go back and think, who am I? Like really, who am I? You think, and all those things that you see coming to your head. Okay, I am this. I'm not doing this. That is where you start getting to know yourself, finding about your purpose, you understand. So just sit down, have a deep thought, sit down, ask yourself, maybe you are working or you're not, but answer this question, who are you, without actually stating the job that you do. Now you might be lucky to find out that who you are is in line with the job that you do, but just try to remove that job that you do and ask yourself, who are you? You understand? From that point, you can be able to start knowing what your purpose is from what you do effortlessly. You understand, without struggle. That is from that. And purpose might not really come, the clarity of purpose might not really come all at once. Sometimes it takes gradual steps, but it starts from knowing who you really and truly are.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah, your purpose can actually be a profession, but your profession cannot be your purpose. So sometimes those purpose, those things inbuilt in you can be the things that will bring those money you are looking for.
Yeah.
But first of all, you need to find out what is that thing. Who am I?
Yeah.
Then it can also generate into your profession. Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah.
I've been hearing of contraceptive. What is contraceptive all about? Another question on contraceptive. So, like we've said earlier, we've already answered all questions on contraceptives, on family planning. We refer you back to our previous post, the first episode of this show, where we've answered all questions on contraceptives. Yeah, so we go again quickly. Let's speak.
Okay. The question said, at what age should I start using family planning? Just go back to our last video and you get all these answers to this
Because
question.
I believe last week we answered the question on this, particularly on the age of starting to use family planning, or knowing about all what family planning. It was such an interesting conversation. Please, you need to go back to that video and watch. You might also get to understand a lot of things that are not even part of your questions, but on contraceptives and family planning.
This person here says, as a young person, how do I balance my studies, work life, social life? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Every young person has this problem to balance those two things. It's not really easy.
Sure.
I would like to give you some little strategy on how to balance those things. I believe one of the most important things here is time management. Yeah, you need to understand how to manage time. You need to give time to everything you are doing. Because I believe the question is asking here is for your studies, work, and social life. You need to know, this is the time I'm giving for my studies, this is the time I'm giving for my social life, and this is the time I'm giving for work. So when you understand the time frame for everything, that's one thing that will help you to balance your life in those three aspects. Then secondly is priority.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
You have to give priority to those things. Know how many hours you spend on your studies, know how many hours you spend on work, and know how many hours you spend on your social life. Yeah, I know when you were able to give priority, it makes you to make decisions. Yeah, you need to make decisions on which one not clashing. Then for you to balance these three things, there's one thing you cannot run away from. You need to be flexible. You need to be flexible. Because if you're not flexible, it will be very difficult for you. Flexibility in the sense that you can handle these three things. When anything comes up, you can easily go back and touch each other. So I think these three strategies I measure, I think it might not be everything, but I know it will help you as a young person to balance between your studies, your work, and your social life.
Just time management and then priority. What you know is that at certain levels or certain age of one's life, there are different priorities. As a student, okay, you're working, but you know that your priority is studies, your priority is education.
Exactly.
So you assign more time to that. And during that time, you know that, okay, anything work related, I'll have to suspend it. Anything social life, even when people are going out to have fun, you know that, okay, I have to deal with this, my studies as a priority. Then go to work, and then social life, you just know, and then these might not really, all these three might not have the same time, they will not consume the same time. Your priorities will have to take the time and understand, and then followed by other subsequent things. So I think that's so. Next question, me, when I discovered my purpose at early age and I want to explore it, but my family and everybody wants me to do something else. What do I do? How can I handle my family?
This is a strong one.
It's a strong one, and the truth is, I relate to this question personally because I know what it feels to want to go for something, but then your family members want you to go to another direction. You understand, can be quite tough. At some point, I was just yeah. So one of you want to go first before I answer?
Okay.
Yeah.
Family. When you talked about that, it makes me think back. But one strategy I used is keep persisting, keep making them understand why you are going for this thing.
Yeah.
It build the room for them to want to rethink. We think this is best for her, but she's giving us good reasons why she wants to do this. Instead of you just accepting whatever they want you to do and just relax, you keep persisting, you keep moving, even if they don't want you to go to that space, keep going to that space, pushing, and definitely they will come and agree with whatever you
One thing I would love to state very clear is that everything that your family members are doing for you, in most cases, it is for your own good. You understand? No family, no parents would love you to go to another thing that they feel it is not good for you. Now, that might not be the perfect route for you.
Yeah.
But just know that it is coming from a place of love, it is coming from a place of concern. You understand?
Yeah.
So there is no need for you to, number one, be in a war with your family members. Try to understand the points they are coming from, and then, as Cecilia said, also try to make sure and ensure that you understand the point from which you are coming from. Another reason why your family might want you to go to a particular field other than the one you want is because in our society today, money is the issue. You understand? They might think as if what you're going for might not really give you that kind of life, might not really give you that kind of life security that you need as a person, you understand? But just try to make them understand that, okay, this is what I want, okay, and then there's a future in it. And if you can be able to, and if truly what you want is not really giving results at the moment, you understand, you can still push for it. Well, if you are flexible, handle other things that can give you that resources for that money that you're doing at the moment. But never lose contact, or never lose touch of that thing that you want to do, that's your passion, whatever it is that you want to do. Be persistent about it, but just be very flexible and wise when it comes about it, okay? But most importantly, please do not be at a war with your family members. Make them understand. It might be tough, it can be very tough. I personally, I know what it feels to be in that kind of shoe, you understand? But with time, everything is falling into place. Yeah. So I hope Matthew will also say something.
Yeah, honestly, you have hit it on actually. But you have said you need to make them understand, and you don't need to be at war with your family at all. Because as you said rightly, it is coming from a heart of concern, love. So you need to know, and there's one thing you need to know about this kind of misunderstanding. Those things that thing that you want to do, you really want to. It is very funny enough that you don't see the results that time.
Yeah.
And it becomes a very strong challenge. You'll be like, you see what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
It's not working out. So
Exactly.
if you are in that shoe, you need to be very persistent and consistent in your effort, because that result will not come at that point. So you need to work for some time. Then maybe in a period of time you get that result. Then you put them right that this is really what you want to do, and try to make them understand. See where they are coming from and let them know where you are coming from. So with all this understanding, I think it's definitely going to help.
Meet at
a certain point. Even though you don't meet here, you definitely meet here.
What?
Like you've exhausted the question.
The issue is always interesting when you start talking, you keep on talking
Okay. Let's say I'm in love with two persons and I can't let go of them. What do you advise me to do?
Relationship matter.
First of all, you need to know what your definition of love is. So I hope this your love is not just all about the feelings you have, because feelings can really go. So you need to know who is really connecting to you, connecting to where you are going to. Then I think you can make a decision. I don't know.
That's a very valid one. Yeah. One thing, Matthew, you would love to.
No, you say something.
So, one thing about love is that love is a commitment. Love is a commitment, and you cannot really commit to two things at the same time and make sure that that commitment is equal.
Yes.
You understand? You have to weigh it. You have to weigh the person that you feel, like Cecilia said, the person that you connect with the most, and the person that you are ready to be committed to. You understand? Okay, when it comes to sunshine, this is the person that I'll be committed to. You understand? Yeah. Unless if you want to keep both of them, that is your own choice. But you really have to know that person that is for you, that person that you want to be committed to. You know what attracted you to that person in the first place, or to those two people in the first place. So you just have to go back to your checklist. I don't know if you have that, but you understand of the kind of person you want in your life, and anybody that ticks the box perfectly, you settle for that person. You go with that person. Yeah.
The guy in the house.
You have actually spoken well. You have spoken well. It just he's in love, or she's in love. I don't know.
She's in love.
Okay, she's in love with you
Who
guys.
is she? Wow.
That's nice. It's a difficult decision, but because as you have said, I will quote from what Kitro have said earlier. She said, "Love has to do with commitment." Yeah. I know there's a statement that says you can't serve two masters at the same time.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to favor one and offend the other one.
Yeah.
So you need to understand who you really love. You need to know clearly. You need to understand, is this love? Is this lust? You need to define what the feelings you really have for that person. Then you need to understand, how is that person connected to your purpose as a young person? This is what I want to achieve. Okay, is this person connected to my purpose in life? You need to be in love with somebody that's connected to where you are going. You can be connected to you going left and this person is going right, and you think you love that person. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So that's what I was trying to say. So you are really saying a lot of that. That's what I have to say. Relationship matters, honestly, it's not easy. They say love is blind. So when can I go into a relationship as an 100 level student who is just 19 years old? There are two things. There is 100 level, 19 years old.
That is a young adult.
Yes, as a young adult. I don't know. Can you guys say something about the fact?
Okay. 19 years old, you are a young adult. Okay. It's a matter of choice as a young adult if you want to go into a relationship. But now you're at the 100 level and you're just starting school, finding your way, and I want to believe that at that stage, your priority should be on your studies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not trying to say you should or should not, but I want you to rightly spell out your priorities. At this point in my life, is relationship truly what I need? With my education, with my purpose, I don't know, 100 level students, you're still trying to find your way, you're still trying to understand how you've just been introduced into the wider space, the wider world, you understand. So, and people can easily take advantage of that as a young person, you understand, especially, well, I don't want to take gender or anything here, but then just know what your priority is at this level. You understand? If it is your studies, then give your studies time while you are still trying to find your way, and then know what you truly want out of a relationship. You'll know when you've moved a bit further, and you've understood yourself. You even know what you want, you understand? And when anybody comes or when you see anybody, you know that, okay, this is what I want and I'm ready for it. Relationship is not something that you just rush into just like that, okay? Although a lot of people are doing it, but know your priorities, take your time, and you get it right.
Absolutely correct. Ketura, Chabeli said a lot, and yeah, that was a fantastic response. Ketura, I think Ketura is somehow a love coach. I don't know. Yeah, I would like to like reflect it back to one of those questions I answered earlier. What we talked about balancing your education and social life. So one of the key things I picked from those strategies I gave there is what she had really ticked on. That is priority. As another level, what's the priority at that stage? You're just coming to the environment, you're trying to find your way around.
Yeah.
So I think to me, my advice to you as a young person is that you see, study, face your work. At that stage, I will advise you to focus on your work and forget about any relationship, because at that stage, to me, is a distraction. Yeah. So you need to focus on yourself because that's the priority for that stage. I believe with time, your priority definitely changes you grow in life.
Yeah.
So for that period, to me, you study and get the good grades. Yeah.
You might have to be very careful because peer pressure, peer influence, that is when everybody's coming, everybody's just rushing.
Exactly.
But you have to be very intentional because the pressure will be really high.
Yeah.
That's I know for sure. So
And also remember our last relationship question, we talk about commitment.
Yeah.
Are you ready to commit?
Yeah.
Are you committing to your studies or you're committing to relationships? So just put that in mind.
Yeah. So the last question here. So how does SRHR attend to emergency problem with immediate solution and adolescent life? Okay, emergency problem with immediate solution in an adolescent life. One thing you will know is that as an adolescent, you also have rights to SRHR services in terms of emergencies and when you need immediate solution, you understand. So that is why you need to know the channels of those SRHR services so that when you're in an emergency or when you're in a position or situation that needs emergency response or immediate response, you know where to go to, that you can be able to have that immediate response. You cannot just say, okay, I don't know anything about SRHR, where to even get those services, and then you say, how can I receive emergency responses? No. Know what is your right as an adolescent, know where to access those services, and where you can access those services in emergency situations. I don't know if I've really answered that.
Okay, so my answer to this person is you also need to know and go back on SRHR itself, because SRHR is a very broad topic and we have a lot of components under SRHR, which I understand you're asking of emergency issues. So maybe you are talking about maybe GBV cases like that. So you need to go back and know what GBV itself is and how to report GBV cases. So because I know they have body already structured in a line where even if you have a GBV cases by 12 midnight, you have someone to reach out to that can actually respond to it.
Yeah, done with our questions. Amazing.
Yeah.
When you start talking, you don't even know Yeah. So we've come to the end of our show today. I believe that it has been an interesting conversation, right?
Yeah.
So next week, same time, same place, same different faces. Yeah. But don't forget to send me your questions. The link will be shared, please. And if you're not following us, follow us to receive notifications and then to get the link when the link has been shared for you to upload your questions. Once again, this is Ask to Know Show. See you next week. Bye.